Hey everyone, Vinayak here. I have reviewed a wide variety of smart home devices and my house would be a good example of DIY home automation. So let's see what all I have implemented at home. Okay, first thing when we enter the house, we have this smart doorbell. This is the 360 smart doorbell. It has a camera which sends you a snapshot if anyone's near your door. The front has a button which has an LED ring around it, and when someone nears it, the ring glows blue, drawing the attention of the visitor. As the button is pressed, the wireless chime starts to play a doorbell sound which can be customized as you wish. But the piece de resistance is that you can get a call on your phone which would pick up and you can see who's at the door and also can speak to them. Say this visitor is a delivery executive and we can instruct them to place the parcel or to wait for us to pick it up. I have taken calls off this bell while in office, which is quite helpful as we have an actual means of two-way communication. Right up we have this LED bulb. This is no ordinary bulb but is a smart bulb by TP-Link. I've currently set it to turn on automatically at 8 pm and turn off at 10 pm. If it turns off while you're still out, you can use the app on the phone or control it via your smart assistants such as Alexa or Google Assistant. This is the LB200 which has the option to change between yellow and white light, and we can also change the brightness. There are also tons of other smart bulb options which are even lower in price such as the Mi Light bulb. This bulb also has colors, so you can light up your rooms in any shade you want. Still outside, we have the Octa tank bolt, and this has helped immensely with our overhead tank filling, as we needed to keep an eye out for an overflow and manually turn the motor off. Not necessary anymore as the tank bolt measures the tank level and would turn the motor off when it reaches a predefined level which is set via the app. It does use a 16 amp plug, so I needed to convert it like this. Neat? Nope. Works? Yes. The water level can also be viewed on your smartphone. Turn the motor on or off via the app. And now we can yell from across the room for Alexa to turn on the water without needing anyone else. Now inside the house, the living room has two tube lights. So what's so special about them? Well, one is a regular tube light made smart by a Sonoff smart switch. This would connect between your tube light and the power, making it smart. Now you can use the EV-Link app to control the lights or even via voice. The other is a smart baton by Wipro. What I like about this model is that the smart circuitry is within, so you don't have an ugly box outside. And this is how the Wipro smart baton looks, just like a standard tube light. If you have seen my Sonoff Zigbee video, I have set up a motion sensor to turn these lights on and off as someone enters the room. And 15 minutes later, if no one is present, they turn off automatically. But what I liked about the Wipro Smart Baton is that you can also set the brightness and you can also change the color temperature between white and yellow light. So brightness is done via the app and also via voice. Robotic vacuum cleaners. I have two of them and these are my favorite. I have the 360 S7 and a Viomi V3. Each one takes care of a floor and I can start and stop them via the app or even via voice. LiDAR vacuums are my favorite as they map and navigate really well, making selecting areas to clean via the app easy and from wherever you are. Just make sure to keep loose wires and other pullable material off the floor or it can bring down your speakers or even other electrical equipment. Here we have the core of the smart home setup, the Amazon Echo. This is the first generation Echo which can also play music, read stories to your kids and also play games. But my main use for it is home automation. The Amazon Echo devices have the best integration with a wide number of smart devices, making it the de facto choice for home automation. The Google Home does have similar integration, but the Echo devices are a step above. If you've seen one of my recent videos, this is another device to curb me and my son's snacking habit. It's a door sensor. Whenever someone opens up the snack cabinet, an announcement is sent to all my Echo devices saying,
"No snacking. Please close the cupboard."
It can also be used for home security where you are informed someone has opened the door or window as set up by you. These devices are Zigbee devices and use a different protocol, so a Zigbee bridge is necessary to bridge between them and Wi-Fi devices. So this is the TV we use, which is the Mi Smart TV. It uses a QLED technology for great picture quality. It's connected via Wi-Fi and you can watch all your streaming content without needing any external device. It has integrated Google Assistant which allows controlling your smart devices via the remote control, such as this AC in the room. Now you might notice that this is not a smart AC. So how did I just control it? That's done through this nifty little device called the Zook Smart, which is an IR transmitter and has a library of tons of devices to choose from, and if it doesn't have your particular device, you can always program it. Now, any IR device in its range and line of sight can be controlled through this. So turning the AC on or off, change temperature, all these can be done via the app and also via the smart assistants. So if the device is IR, it most probably can be controlled via this device. I also have the Broadlink RM3 earlier, which has the same functionality, but the Zook is just sleeker. Now upstairs, I have a new AC in my master bedroom, and this is the Panasonic Smart Air Conditioner. Turn it on or off via the Smart Assistant or app, similar to how it was being done with the AC below. But the main difference is that this control is via Wi-Fi and there is no IR transmitter in this room. This removes the need for line of sight problems as the AC directly connects to the Wi-Fi router. Alexa, turn on Panasonic AC.
Okay.
Panasonic also has their Mirai app to have precise control on all its features, change temperatures, fan speed, schedule automatic on or off cycles. You could also integrate a temperature sensor in the room to turn the AC on automatically when the temperature goes high. Installation is similar to how any split AC would be, only we need to set up the app on the phone and pair the AC with your Wi-Fi to allow wireless control. If you have an Amazon Echo Show, you can see the IVC controls on screen and you can tap on them to control the AC. All other tube lights in the house are a combination of either Sonoff switches or the Wipro Smart Batons. In my studio, we have the Nanoleaf Aurora. This is a cool smart light with a modular design. You can put it together in any way using the 9 panels provided in the box. Use the app to change the colors of individual panels or have it react to music, as I have the audio edition, which has an additional sensor to pick up any sounds. This is one cool smart light. Expensive, but cool. So that was a quick tour of the smart devices I have installed at my house. Videos for most of the devices are available in the info cards here, I guess. And links to the products can be found in the description if you want to purchase any for yourselves. So that was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be informed when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.